Hey guys, it's Chris. Hey, so about to get a workout in. Got a bench press coming up with triceps as the kind of side exercise and or side muscle group, and we're gonna get to it. I'm probably gonna skip my kettlebell exercise or workout and maybe do that tomorrow. Go down to the park and do that. I always want to make sure I get it in, even if I have to delay it, but still gonna get it in. So I've been a little off on between Thanksgiving and now. I started doing a cut at the last week of October, and I was going to do it at least through November. And I've decided, well, the whole purpose is, aside from health and whatever, is to lose a little extra fat to be able to fit into my blues, my Air Force blues, because my daughter's graduating from Navy basic training. She's been there for dang near 6 months or actually maybe it's over 6 months, because she got hurt and was on medical hold. And so I got my blues tailored. I got the pants let out a little bit, but since I've been on testosterone, my neck circumference has gotten so big that my shirts don't fit anymore to be able to button the top button and put a tie on. So there's that. But yet my waist is pretty consistently smaller than it has been in a long time. Like I said, I still had to get the pants let out a little bit, but not like a lot, and didn't have to buy new pants. But anyways, I got all that stuff tailored, so I wanted to do a cut to lose any extra fat. It was a good motivation. But between Thanksgiving and now approaching Christmas, I've really not done so great at it. So I had been down to, I started between 220 and 225, depending on the day. Probably average 222. But then between Thanksgiving and now, life's been busy, crazy. I've been doing some training courses and traveling and hunting season, and which is why I'm not trimmed up and nice and groomed, and a little long on top. But so I need to get back to it on all that and get back to my cut. Not drink alcohol during the weekdays. That's one of the big ways that I save calories. So anyways, we'll get back to it and get the grind on, and then hopefully be down. Oh, I started saying I was average about 222 when I started, and then I got down to about 212 on a good day. And have a little grace for yourself when you go through these things. And that's one of the whole purposes of making these videos, is to kind of teach you or inspire you and motivate you. It's not about having the hardcore discipline, which it is. There is some of that, but it's also about have some grace for yourself. If you fall off the wagon, get back on it. It's not the end of the world. It's about the consistency and making the right decision more often than not. Okay, so we're gonna make the right decision. My weight right now is about 215, so it's not horribly off of the low mark. But before the graduation, January 9th, before that graduation, I'd like to be at 210. I think that'd be fantastic. And I'm way more muscular now than I ever have been. But with this cut, I've been pretty weak. You've seen some fail videos or whatever with the bench press, and I'm off of my max on deadlift and stuff. Of course, you're going to be off your max when you're not eating and your calories are lower, but that just makes sense. But anyways, got bench press today. Already 4 minutes into this. I'm gonna probably have to try to trim it down a bit, but I suck at the editing phase, so just cut off the beginning and end and post it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get to it. Bye. So a little while ago, I got a new bench. This old bench of mine is like 22 or 23 inches tall, and they're supposed to be, I think, 18 inches tall for standard. So I got this bench. It's way shorter, but man, I feel so unstable on it. So on the old bench, I used to have to build a platform around it to put my feet on to get a good push off. And even then, it still didn't feel right. I felt like my feet were slipping. But so I started working barefoot today, and I went down and put my shoes on. Found a bird in the garage. That was interesting. But come up here and I just did 245, and like I unracked the weight and I feel completely unstable. I feel like my back is not. I think it's too narrow, so I need it to be wider like this other one. But I think for any additional sets, I'm going to switch back to my old bench. But fortunately, I only paid $20 on Facebook Marketplace for the shorter one. But I need to find a good compromise because this thing sucks right now. Now that I went to the taller bench with the platforms, built that as some crap. My pins were so close to the bar, it was like doing a press before I even got it unwrapped. So I can raise that back up real quick. But it felt good. I can still do another weight. Probably way too damn much talking in this video, and I apologize. But a couple of things. One, I'm about to attempt 275 again, which is what I failed previously. There's a video of me having to bail out. Fortunately, I have my safety pins available to. I could wiggle it up and get it stuck on the safety pins enough to bail out and crawl from under it. That was easy enough. But that was easy enough on the shorter bench. I don't know how it's going to work on this bigger bench. We'll make it work. It'll be all right. If not, it'll be a good video. The absolute worst case scenario is lesson number one. On bench press, don't ever put safety clamps on it. You want to be able to dump the weight if you have to. So I don't use safety clamps on the bench press. Two is I struggled with bench my whole life. I've got some bad shoulders. I've had shoulder surgery to repair this one. I had a torn labrum, and they detached the biceps tendon and pinned it to the humerus. Got like I think 5 or 6 drill holes all the way around for laparoscopic surgery or whatever they call it. And they shaved back the clavicle and resected a nerve head and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I've got some bad shoulders, but I started lifting in junior high, and I've been a functional athlete in the Air Force or whatever for my whole life. I joined the Air Force out of high school, so really between junior high and graduation, 4 years, I definitely participated in trying to lift, trying to get bigger. I was a little scrawny little kid and didn't like that, so I tried to lift and tried to get bigger, and I played football, and I had a football coach, Gaylord Schelling, one of my favorite coach type individuals I've ever been around. I think he went on to win a national championship or not a national championship, state championship in the town I went to high school in, Atlantic, Iowa. So great guy, but I don't think that we were really totally taught completely how to lift weights. And I even did a weightlifting class, I think my senior year. I don't think we were really truly taught. So now that we have YouTube, I graduated in 96, right? So we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have all the learning out there, YouTube University. I started testosterone replacement therapy in late July. That has helped tremendously. But learning the proper technique, watching Squat University and Jen Thompson, some 9-time world record setting champion, whatever she is, I don't know what her credentials are. She's 130 pounds and bench presses way more than I do. She bench presses like 330 pounds, I think was her max. And she's not built like some steroid freak either. She's just an average looking woman who's really strong. But I learned so much from her watching her videos on Squat University, where you push your shoulder blades together and put your armpits in your back pockets. Basically, you're squeezing together and pushing down, a slight arch in your lower back, and make your chest big. It has made all the world of difference. And if you don't know these things, get on YouTube and find the proper form. Don't go to some steroid freak magazines or whatever. You end up injuring yourself. But proper form, proper push off the floor, whether your feet are flat on the floor or back behind you a little bit so that you're on your toes. Whatever works for you, get a proper push off the form. That's my biggest struggle right now, is I don't think I can get a good grip on the floor, no matter which bench I'm on, but I feel better on this taller bench than I do on this shorter bench. So we're gonna use that for now. But anyways, let's get to it. I accidentally shut the video off and restarted it, so you probably won't notice when I edit it all together. Well, almost had it. And the safety pegs were just a little too damn low. Kind of didn't rip my left pec, but I definitely felt a strain when I was trying to get it up to that safety peg. You know, I'm lifting by myself, no spotter, and man, I feel like if I had a good spotter yelling at me, motivating me, I might have been able to get it, but I lost it a little bit and kind of almost gave up. But still, it's awesome. I like it, as long as I don't rip anything. All right, bye. All right, so I thought I didn't injure myself, and I hope it's not actually a real injury, but I think I pulled my pec a little bit. I was going to go drop down and weight and do some descend sets, and then do triceps like I said I was going to do. But I just unracked 225 and my pec is hurting a little bit, so I'm not gonna make it worse by even attempting any further. So we're done for the day. Let's see if we let that heal and move on. I don't want to rip a pec. So, okay, bye.